Good morning, day traders, and welcome to Market Minute, a hedge fund trader's technical analysis of the stock market for March 1st, 2022. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. So, attacks on the Ukraine intensified overnight as a 30-long military convoy heads towards the capital city. Right, Russia is basically uninvestable at this point as the ruble continues to fall, and now commodities are gaining, with crude pushing towards that $100 a barrel. SPY's gapping down here this morning, right, towards that 433 area, and that certainly creates a little bit of a challenge here going forward, right? Yesterday's increasing volume, right, high volume day screams sort of indecision, right? So high volume, relatively contained, almost looks like an inside bar, right? Screams like that's a fight between both sides. We don't particularly have a clear winner here, right? Because we have a gap down. So although we had relative strength there from bulls, right, that strength is being invalidated here this morning with this gap down. Any breakout over that 438.50 certainly kind of have a similar story here to yesterday, where we're going to struggle to get that momentum up and over, right? We've become bearish under this 427.70, and that has room down towards that 425 area. But again, right, same thing. We're opening up in sort of the middle of this range, and as long as we're sort of opening up in the middle of these ranges, we're going to struggle to get that downside or easy follow through in either direction. Right, a little bit of an easier story here on QQQ, right? Decreasing daily volume, easier to play that volume divergence breakdown. If this volume looks really impressive here this morning, we can look for moves under this like 341, but in the short term, right, bias is still for a breakdown under this 336.90. Bull case begins above that 348.70, but want to be a little bit cautious here after yesterday's head fake, right? Good sign of strength there as a higher high, right, higher low, but disappointing daily volume kind of keeps both sides in play, right? Apple gapping down here after yesterday's increasing bullish volume, right? Full body candle, full body volume should be more bullish than bearish, but now we're gapping down, right? So not fantastic relative strength from bulls. Would like to see this continue and give us that breakout over that 165.50, but right, by the time we get there, we could be a little bit exhausted. So there's a little bit of caution there for me. Right, we're about, actually maybe not, right? We're about 1% away, so could have some legs if it can kind of give us that right volume profile. But we need to make sure that we're going only after A+ setups here. Can look for bearish breakdowns, right? Same thing as yesterday. Really nice point of confluence here around this 160 area. So looking for breakdowns under this 159.70 for moves towards that 155 zone. Tesla, really similar setup here. Again, maybe showing us, just like yesterday, that most sort of relative pre-market strength. Really good outlier increasing volume and, right, that follow-through continuation breakout. So we got a really strong move there yesterday, right, from that 812 towards that, say, 875, right? So really nice move. And now, you know, a little bit of a gap down, but nothing too crazy. So for us, right, looking for a bullish breakout over yesterday's highs, which is that 880 area, and then that moves, right, $10 at a time towards that 900 zone. Once we get to that 900 area on Tesla, right, things can get a little bit challenging. So I wouldn't want to rush it too much, right? We've kind of have a lot of evidence here of there just being a lot of resistance, right? A lot of pressure at that zone. So I would be wanting to have the majority of my position off on any breakout past that area. Right, Microsoft, last but not least, right, increasing daily volume, but not quite outliers. We're not going to put too much stock into this, right? Still sort of looks like that consolidation around that 300 area. Still struggling, can't give us that breakout up and over. So we'd like to see that show us that momentum, right, for this to become bullish. That's upper trend line, right, starting to feel like it's becoming a little bit more pressure. And although we can't look at this as a volume divergence setup, we can start to definitely keep an eye out for bearish breakdowns. Maybe not today here yet, but if we get that really strong outlier volume, right, well above average, really good pace, we could look for breakdowns under that 291.20 zone. In general, I think Microsoft's probably more one to watch than to trade here today. So that's how I plan on dominating today's action. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you want to follow my day trades live, you can join at dtrtrading.com. Otherwise, I'll see you all tomorrow for the next Market Minute.